Welcome to tonight's presentation of the Pro Basketball Association. If you want pro, you want the PBA.
Welcome into the semifinals of the PBA. Gary Ade, Rich Anselmo here on pbatv. We have the New York Generals taking on the Blackhawks today of Columbus. Great to have you aboard. This could be an interesting game, Rich. We've seen both these teams earlier in the year. No surprises here. Both of these teams were some of the elite squads in the PBA this year.
Both have great players. Both play hard. This should be a very, very good game. Columbus doesn't lie down. They work, and they have scores. We have seen White before.
Yes.
You must remember Daryl White, Cortez Chaney, and Aaron Reddick. All these guys can play. Mendenhall can play. Boswick can play. They have a real nice roster. And the Generals, they go as Helps and Fernandez go. And they get a lot of assistance, too, from Tyree White, Randy Stevens, Isaiah Ward. This should be a very good game, very even matchup.
No question about it. You mentioned Daryl White, one of the guys who really is going to be a very important player here. On the other side of things, you just have, like you said, a bunch of really good guys all the way around. This Generals team has been one of the more ferocious defensive teams in the PBA this year.
They have. That's one thing you can count on them for. Look at guys like Jarrett, like Ward, like Fernandez. They're all just stellar defensive players. And they also have a lot of good help defenders.
Well, it's going to be interesting as always, and again, they will be playing for a chance to go to the PBA Finals in the inaugural year. You've coached in a lot of games, Rich, over your career. How different is the feeling going into a game like this in the locker room, maybe the day or so before in practice? I mean, I know everyone says it's just, we have to do our thing, we have to follow our routine and all that other nonsense everyone likes to tell you, but you and I both know that's just that. It's nonsense. That these games feel different. Can you elaborate and explain to the audience, like, from your experience, how that actually manifests?
You do follow your routine, right, but those butterflies start well before the game. They will be amplified right before tip-off.
Right.
That's the biggest difference. That's something they have yet to experience this high up in the playoff round. Once the game gets underway, after a couple minutes, those will be gone, and it will be another basketball game. But everyone knows the stakes involved.
That's exactly right. So, all right, well, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we will have the first half. It is the Generals and the Blackhawks in Texas for a chance to go to the PBA Finals. It's the PBA Game of the Week, Part 1. We got a lot of action this week. Of course, we have the second semifinal and finals match this week, so it's all here from the Texas bubble. It's Gary, it's Rich, it's the PBA. Back after this with the call of the first half. Alrighty, welcome back to the PBA Game of the Week. Getting set for the tip-off. Generals in red, Blackhawks, well, in black. Gary Ade, Rich Anselmo as the teams get set for the opening jump. And it's tipped and taken by the Generals. They'll have first crack at it. Over across the timeline, into the front court, looking to set up the offense is Daryl White. He gives it off, far side wing. Nice cut down into the lane. Good, strong move and a nice finish. Nice opening possession for the Generals. Columbus Blackhawks bring it across the timeline, and now a steal by the Generals. They keep it. Yep, White comes away with the steal. Back the other way, into the corner. They'll try a three. And it's off the mark, just a little short. Rebounded on the far carom by the Blackhawks. Try to get their first possession without a turnover here. Nice attack into the lane. Good dish off. Having a hard time with the handle and taken away again by the Generals. That attacking defense we talked about in the pregame, Rich. Here it is in the first two possessions. 2 steals from the Generals.
And it shows right away.
Another three. This one's long. Poked out. Back to the Generals. They'll reset. White near the top of the circle. Around half court. Calling out instructions. He's met up top by Cheney. Into the lane. Good feed. What a finish. And it's quickly 4-0 Generals.
What a great drive. Great drive. That's Fernandez. That's his game.
Excellent game by Fernandez, and a nice move, a good try on the other end, and followed up nicely and finished. Good effort, good second effort from the Blackhawks.
That's what you have to do. Every possession's crucial in this game.
4-2, Generals on top. Screen, top of the circle. Looking away, going to the far side corner, now curling back into the baseline area. Nearly loses it, goes into the backcourt, but it was tipped, so they can retrieve it. And shot clock winding down, has to throw it up, and that'll be a violation. A lot of intensity early in this game, Rich, and this is what you talked about. Those jitters, they manifest in different ways. You're seeing it here.
They do, and you have. And you usually see them on offense, too.
Blackhawks trying to even this one up. It's 4-2 Generals. Behind the back dribble, back up top. Blackhawks look to make a move. Getting into the lane now, kicks it off. Far side, wing three, no good. Rebounded by the Generals. Here they come across the lane, into the paint. Nice move, good power dribble. Gets to the cup, can't finish, off the short of the iron. Rebounded by Columbus. Here they go. Ooh, good steal attempt, but nice ball handling and awareness from the Blackhawks. The three is on the way, no good. Long rebound back out, top of the circle. Dribble drive into the lane, corner kick out. Three is up, tipped and blocked by the Generals. Good help defense.
That's what they do.
So off to a very quick start. Now a timeout, looks like. A conversation, perhaps. Generals back in control. Isaiah Ward gives it back out to White. White gets into the lane, drives to the lane. Scoop finish is no good. Tipped a couple of times. Controlled by Columbus. 3 minutes gone by here in the first. Rhythm dribble. Now top of the circle. Columbus looking to make something happen. Pull up. 15-footer. Short and to the right. Rebounded by the Generals. Anthony Daniels was the miss there. Nice take into the lane by the Generals, but they can't finish. And taken away by Columbus. Trying to get into the front court. Cut off there nicely by Don Jarrett, but they'll say he caught him with the body.
Wasn't a lot of contact, but just enough.
So the Blackhawks will inbound just behind half court, trailing 4-2. Conversation on the far side there at the scorer's table.
Somebody from the Generals just hobbled off the court, too. I couldn't make out the number.
Yeah, it looks, I see over there what you're talking about, Rich. Same thing. I didn't see who it was, but I did see someone limping away, so we'll try to keep an eye on that and see what we hear throughout the game. Of course, that'll necessitate an early substitution. And really low scoring. We're 3 minutes gone by, and It's only 4-2.
That's the playoff jitters. They show on the offensive end more than anything.
Good screen. Clean look. Short. Long rebound comes out. A long two is good. So now it's a tie game. And another, close to a steal by the Blackhawks, but Generals able to keep possession. It's a tie ball game at 4. Kicks down to 6:30 to go in the first quarter. Good screen, offset screen, back to the screener. Ball fake, dribble into the free throw line area, knocks it down. Nice play off the dribble drive, and the Generals back up 2. Here we go, back the other way. Columbus pushing the pace, driving into the lane, getting into bodies is Cheney, and they'll say a blocking foul on the Generals. Question is, was it in the act? I believe it will be. Cheney at the foul line. He'll be shooting a pair, looking to tie this game up for the Blackhawks. This is the first. You know, one thing about this game too, Rich, is you look around just doing the eye test. The size in this game is minimal. Neither team has a ton of size, and they pretty much match up evenly in terms of body size and athlete type, position to position. I mean, this is likely to be a very hotly contested game just based on that alone.
This is definitely a positionless game.
Yes.
Everyone, you don't have traditional centers, so everyone has to do everything they can.
Kyrie White on the last basket for the Generals, now up 4. Three-pointer on the way, and good. What a shot from Mendenhall, and it's a 1-point game.
I like Mendenhall's game. He's good inside and out.
Top of the circle, long 3 is up and good. So the Generals back up by 4.
Now we're starting to get a bit of offensive flow.
Yes. Bad pass. Right as you say that, the announcer jinx a turnover and another bad pass. So just like that, you know what? We just need to shut up. 3 is on the way and good. Oh, mercy. It's 11-10. Another 3. Trying to answer, no. Rebounded by Columbus. Down 1, looking to take the lead. One thing I've noticed in this game too, Rich, especially on the Generals side of things, Generals are picking up right at half court. 3 is no good. Good contest too. Good to contest by the Generals.
That's what they do. They are all about defense.
A lot of screens too, those top of the circle on-ball screens, although both teams have done a good job playing either over them or hedging them, as a follow-up on the air ball is good for the Generals. They take a 3-point lead. Both teams have really done a good job of getting over or hedging or switching, doing what they have to do. Situational defensive basketball, and those screen and rolls have not been effective really for either team. And there's a case in point, a steal off a screen and roll. Here come the Generals the other way on the breakout, and it's an easy lay-in.
Easy too. No, you are absolutely right. They haven't been effective at all.
And they've not been bad screens. It's been really just great defense from both sides.
It's just hustle. It's working hard. It's hustling. It's fighting through. And that's exactly what both teams are doing. That's all part of the hotly contested you were mentioning earlier.
Yes. Right. We're going to time out here. One of the things I've noticed too, as we look at a 5-point game with about 6 minutes and change gone by in the first, is both teams are struggling to get the ball across half court. But once they do, they're finding themselves just as you know, they're doing well in the half court once they get across that mid-court line, but nothing's being given.
Oh, no. No, the Generals are challenging by the time you get to the half-court line. The Blackhawks aren't that far off.
No question about it, Rich.
They're not making it easy to get across at all, which hurts a running game, too.
It helps reduce transition, that's for sure. This time, a quick walk-up. Now, right then and there, right across midcourt. A whistle. Conversation on the far side at a scorer's table. Columbus will inbound. Hit it in. Three is up quickly, well short. Long rebound comes out to the Generals looking to push. Good transition by Columbus to get back. Generals into the offensive zone, driving, kicking. Really loses footing, loses the ball, and we have an offensive foul just out of control there, Rich.
Totally out of control.
Andy Stevens.
He had nowhere to go, but tried.
15-9. Generals on top by 6. Game moving along nicely. Dribble handoff, top of the circle. Cheney looking around, gets it to the near side. It's White driving into the lane. He'll try a floater, no good. Long, as a matter of fact. Here come the Generals the other way. Nice look down low. And good defense recovering from Columbus, so they'll have to kick it back out. At the controls is Brandon. Tries a three, and it's good. What a shot!
Nice shot.
Generals with a early 9-point lead.
Columbus has got to start running that offense through White and Cheney.
Another long three. Again short. Kick to the top. Nice cut down low and a missed layup and an offensive cleanup.
That's about the third offensive rebound basket they've gotten today.
Showing on the scoreboard, they've built an 11-point lead. Columbus trying to get back into single digits. It's cut off there. Bad shot. What a bad shot. Absolutely no chance of that going in. And here come the Generals after the air ball. Up to the front court. Pushing the tempo. Dishing off. Finishing. Nice play from the Generals, who are in total control right now, Rich.
Blackhawks might need a timeout here. That last play was a mess. Cheney just forced up a shot he wasn't going to hit.
And there you are. There is the timeout you mentioned. Like you said, wasn't going to happen. And you just, time to circle the wagons, as they say.
Yeah, they've got to find a flow, Gary. They've got to get that going because they're taking so much time to get into their offense. A lot of that has to do with the Generals defensively. But they're not reacting quickly enough on things they need to do on the offensive end.
Right.
If you're not setting a pick, move. Get away from the ball. Make yourself a target. Just the little things. And the little things become really big when they're not done consistently.
That's right. Yep, they absolutely do. Take a look at this game, Rich. It's those little things you're talking about that are really making the difference.
No movement on offense. Giving up offensive rebounds on the other end, so not boxing out.
Generals now in command, back on defense, trying to continue to build this lead. Columbus tries a three. It's good. big shot out of the timeout. Looked like an organized, drawn-up play, Rich, like you were just saying.
That's what they needed. Good ball movement, good player movement, nice open shot.
Generals try to answer. That's a tough shot for them. Now the shoe's on the other foot. Couple of good possessions back-to-back for the Blackhawks. One on offense, one on defense. Here they come back the other way. Attacking the lane. No good. And it's a whistle. I believe it was on the shot. So I think the Blackhawks will be heading to the line. Oh, it wasn't a clear whistle. Yep, they are. So, yep.
Yeah, it's White.
White's going to the line.
He made a nice drive, but he got hammered pretty good.
White makes the first.
Crowd trying to distract him.
Yep. Didn't work.
Not easy with a shooter like that.
No question. Generals up by 8. Nice kick into the lane. Another open point-blank layup, Rich. That's about the 4th one we've seen from the Generals so far.
And you know why? Look how quickly they broke the press.
Nice ball movement on the perimeter. Rattling it home. What a shot.
Again, moving the ball. Doing it quickly. It pays.
Sure does. Again, another easy layup. This time it's missed, but a foul is called. You know, you mentioned the fact that they're breaking this press so quickly, Rich. Like, why are they still doing it? I mean, it's clearly at this point you have to at least go away from it for a little while, right?
I think they don't want the Generals to run, which is why they're pressing them. But if it's not working, you have to come up with something a little different. I would try doing what they're doing and meet them at half court. Try to slow it down a bit that way. Because if you're always getting caught in your own end on that press, you don't have enough people back.
Yep, exactly right.
And it shows by the easy shots the Generals are getting.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, you look at the offense in this game, and it's just, like you said, it's just easy buckets, point-blank layups for the Generals. Now another near steal, but this time it works out for the Blackhawks, who get an easy layup of their own.
That was a nice pass by White.
Blackhawks providing some pressure here. Generals get it off, but the Blackhawks continue to fight and battle. Man, I'll tell you what, this game is nothing if not scrappy.
It is, and you got to love the defense being played.
It's an excellent game.
It's not as flashy, but coaches love it.
26-19 as we get set to start the second quarter here on pbatv. Gary Aid and Rich Anselmo with you. Quick first quarter, quick pace as well.
Not a lot of fouls. Some turnovers, but they all didn't go out of bounds. The clock kept running.
What is some?
And the Blackhawks had a nice finish there.
Yeah, they
to close it to 7.
It's very true. They were down 11 at one point, which was the largest lead of the game for the Generals. As you mentioned there, Rich, down 7. What did they do differently those last couple of minutes?
They kept playing the same defense, but they were really moving the ball quickly on the offensive end. They were taking advantage of really good passing and getting better shots, especially later in the quarter.
So let's see what quarter number 2 looks like. Blackhawks will start it.
Less pressure this time.
Long three is no good. Rebounded by the Generals. Here we come across the front court line into the half court. Three is up. Long, good shot though. And an offensive rebound. What hustle and what an effort athletically. But then taken away by the Blackhawks. They dribble right into a bunch of defensive players. Gets it off into the corner. Good job maintaining possession here. Bad, tough shot by Mendenhall, but he makes it anyway. So I'll just shut up now.
That's one of those no, yes shots.
Yes. 5-point game.
Watch when the Generals have the ball, how quickly the Blackhawks switch.
Nice shot from the mid-range. That's a tough shot.
He got great elevation on that shot, though. No one was going to touch it. That's not easy. Not an easy shot.
Not at all. And a nice one, a play from Columbus.
Great block.
Wow, what a play. And back the other way, it turns into offense. Great play.
Great block, great passing, nice finish.
Taken to the lane. Tip is no good, but then followed up on the other end. It is good.
Another follow-up for the Generals.
30-23. Again, pace continues. We're 2 minutes into this second quarter already. Nice front court pass into the front court, that is. Nice long pass, but then taken away by Columbus. Here they come the other way. Another quick steal. This one, a wide open three. No good. That's a tough miss. Good offensive rebound. Ball on the ground and then taken by the Generals.
Both teams are so active with their hands.
Three is up. No good. On the long rebound, it is good.
That's 6 now.
6 offensive putbacks. It's a 9-point game.
There's a big difference right there.
Shot is up and good.
Blackhawks are staying in it with some shooting, though.
32-25.
Still that same 7-point margin it was at the end of the quarter. After 3 minutes of this one. Ideally, you want to cut a few points off that.
It's been an interesting couple of minutes. Both teams, as you said, Rich, kind of trading baskets.
And both teams making good defensive plays, too.
Generals, those red uniforms. I mean, they're really talk about the defense. Just looking at their hands. I mean, it's one thing to be active defensively, but they combine that activity with great defensive coaching and incredible talent. People always say defense doesn't require as much talent. That's just not true.
No, it definitely requires talent. When you combine it with coaching and a willingness to work, though, you have something.
Right.
And they are so good defensively.
Three is up. Well short. Might have been an air ball. Here come the Blackhawks. Three is up. No good. Long rebound back out. Mendenhall tries another one, and this one is good.
He's hot.
No question about it.
He's made a few nice baskets.
Good defense being applied. It's a 4-point game. Three is up. And it's good. Wow.
It's a big shot by Jared.
Sure was. It's back to 7. Three is up. No good. Rebounded by the Generals and then turned over. Uncharacteristically bad pass. So after the Cheney 3, Blackhawks will get another possession with a chance to cut it to single digits. Single possession, I should say. That gets it rounded. Daniels. Whistle. So heading. One ref indicated the direction of the Generals, but it doesn't appear that to be the case, so it's going to be side out of bounds.
I thought the same thing. And that's what I get for thinking, I guess.
Yeah, it's a dangerous activity.
Absolutely.
Daniels. Big body has it turned over. Wow. Quick hands of the Generals. My goodness, that wasn't even a bad play from Daniels. And a missed layup. Oh, wow, what a miss. Here come the Blackhawks trying to capitalize. 3 is up. No good. Long rebound taken. For $1? Nope. Good recovery from the Generals. Shake and bake move into the lane. Runner off the glass. Pretty play from Daryl White.
Oh, he is so... He's gifted offensively.
35-30. Whistle on the floor.
For as much contact as there's been defensively from both sides, I thought that was a little cheap.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. Driving baseline. Good move. Lost the ball, though, and now he's tied up. Throws it up, and the ball had no chance. So good initial move by Brown, but good recovery there. Or I should say helps. Ian helps. Good recovery from Brown. And we have a whistle the other way. 35. Blackhawks down 5. To cut it to 3. That is good.
He's also one of the better free throw shooters in the league.
Misses a second. And then
did it again.
Jinx. Yep. The powers of the announcer jinx are always strong. And a nice run out layup for the Generals.
Real nice. Again, that's beating them down court. They've been doing that a lot.
Daniels on the jumper. Foul is called.
He got bailed out on that. That was not a good shot.
They'll go ahead and miss the first free throw. Makes a second, so it's back to 5. 37-32. Timeout on the floor. 4:53 to go in the first half. Official reset. We're back in action here. Court pressure being applied one-on-one. Let's get it across the timeline easily. Now go
nice
to attack.
switch.
Good move into the lane. Double clutch scoop is no good by Brandon, but we have a foul.
See, though, how quickly they switched?
That was a great switch. You're absolutely right.
Both teams are impressive, so impressive on that end.
37-32. We got the halftime report coming up next. Look at the facility here. The courts are just absolutely perfect. The type
Aren't
of
they?
place-
They're pristine.
Yeah, they really are. This is the type of place you want to play an important game. No question about that.
Oh, the facilities are outstanding.
So it'll be the Generals with Brandon at the line shooting a couple of free throws. Couple dribbles, sets, and converts the first easily. Couple of free throws for the Generals. Re-extends back to 7. Brandon converts both. Columbus trying to answer. Going to the lane. Pull up from the foul line elbow. No good. And a long rebound taken down by the Generals off the Cheney miss. Here they come the other way. Euro step into the lane. Double clutch layup. No good. Again, a foul. So the Generals, Rich, over these last couple of minutes, last couple of possessions, have forced the issue in terms of really getting guys to have to commit defensively, attacking their bodies, and thus getting to the free throw line.
They have. They've done a great job with it. And if you look on the other end, the Blackhawks are doing that forced shot thing. They're taking shots when they're well covered. When they were at their best in this game, they were moving the ball quickly and getting open shots. 9-point game now.
Yep. Couple of free throws in a row, 4 in a row to be exact for the Generals. Clock's approaching the 4-minute mark. Columbus, he loses his footing, and then another steal. Man alive, the Generals defense is just incredible. A little fumble there, though, and it causes a double dribble, so turnover off the turnover. When you look at the Generals defense, Rich, and on that last steal, the guy who stole the ball got to the spot where the offensive player was going before the offensive player did.
Right, was incredible anticipation. And that's one of the reasons why they get their hands on so many loose balls.
Yeah, they really do. There's no question about it. Turnover. Generals back into their offensive zone, trying to set things up. High post, back to the basket. Good help defense from Daniels to cut off the give and go. And a strong move over the bigger body. Wow, what a play by the Generals. DeLeon, it's just amazing.
That was a great post pass and a great shot by DeLeon.
Really was. Double
He had
clutch
to take it up strong, and he did.
over a bigger defender. Double clutch. It's a tough shot. 43-32.
That 7-point lead at the end of the first quarter is now 11.
Into the lane. Up and under is good. Nice play. Attacking the basket. And the Blackhawks back into single digits. Discussion here, as it will be Don Jarrett inbounding for the Generals.
3:15 to go in the second quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kings and queens, players and pimps. Welcome to the PBA Championship weekend.
Still no word yet.
I wonder if they're discussing the foul, because I was trying to figure it out myself.
Jarrett now gets the ball, gets it in bounds easily. Handoff play. At the controls right now is Jenkins. Jenkins gets into the lane and trips. That's about the second time that's happened. I wonder if there's a slick spot right there. Here come the Blackhawks off the steal. Good transition defense from the Generals, and then just loses the ball out of bounds, just lost control.
That's Cheney. He has not been himself today.
I think that's a clear indicator of the Generals' defense. I think they've really done a great job taking him out of his usual game.
They have. They have. Normally, you could count on him being all over the place on the offensive end, and he's just not been today.
Three is up. No good. Rebounded by Daniels. He'll keep it himself. Now gives it to a guard. Brings it across the timeline is Cheney. Cheney goes down low for Daniels. He'll try a little hook. In and out. Rebounded. Tough rebound by, looks like Mendenhall. And on the loose ball, a foul was called. It'll be Generals basketball. After Mendenhall briefly had it for the Blackhawks. Generals get it on the foul. It's Brandon across the timeline. Kicks into the corner. Pump fake. Double clutch. Great defense from the Blackhawks to force that miss. And breaking away, running layup, easy two for Darrell White.
That might be the easiest basket he gets all night.
Very true. 43-36. Generals up 7, where they've been for most of this second quarter. Lead has ballooned at times to 11, but not higher than that. Good defense from the Blackhawks. Now an open shot is good. Nice kick out. Good patience from the Generals.
It was. That was a real nice set they ran, and they found the open man.
46-36. Three is up. Good by Daniels. What a shot. Approaching halftime. Generals up by 7 right now. Try to make it 10. Can't do it. Blackhawks get the rebound. Good transition defense from the Generals. Everyone's back. What hustle. And now here we go the other way. New York back into the front court. Contested three is up. No good. Daniels tips it. And they come away, do the Blackhawks. Here they come back into the front court. Long, quick three. No good. Probably not a great shot. Rebounded by the Generals. Still plenty of time. No need for that shot just yet. And the Generals nearly go out of bounds. Keep it in bounds. Getting into the lane. Finishing. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
.40 seconds to go.
That was great position. What? No. Not an offensive foul.
Definitely signaled offensive foul.
I know. He must have been overruled.
So the call is changed. And the end one is converted. So, man. (49-39). Daniels. And a steal. Here come the Generals. 2-on-1. Oh my goodness, what a dunk! Oh boy.
What an everything. What a steal. What a pass. What a slam. That was great.
Unbelievable play from Jenkins. A great play all around.
And it's a 12-point lead.
139 into the lane. Good soft finish in traffic. What a play. That's going to bring us down to the final couple of seconds. Generals will get the last shot of the half. Brandon backs, kicks it out. Jenkins, runner. Time expires. And that's going to do it for us here in the first half. So a 10-point lead for the Generals as we go to halftime. Semifinals of the PBA. Winner of this game takes on the winner of the Firm and the Desert Cats. That's coming up later today. But first, we'll see how this one plays out. Going to half, back after this on PBA TV. Welcome into the halftime show. Gary Aid, Rich Anselmo with you. At the half, it's 50-41. Generals on top by 9. A lot of action in this first half, Rich. The game moved by very, very quickly, up and down. A lot of turnovers, a lot of offensive rebounds. A couple of highlights. What did you like? What did you not like? What needs to change for the Blackhawks in the second half?
I like the Generals' defense. They are so quick. They are so active. They never stop working. I also like the fact that they get on the offensive glass for a smaller team. The Blackhawks, I liked their game when they were moving the ball. They had some slip-ups defensively, but they're always hustling. What they have to do, they have to get back into their offensive flow and move the ball. They have to do that. And be aware on defense. The switching is excellent, but you have to have someone back, and they have to box out.
Yep. And one of the things that I've noticed in this game, too, and I'm curious your take on this, Rich, when you look at the Blackhawks in the half court, they've really struggled in that area. They've gotten through the press a few times, but the Generals' press has been very effective. And then when they've gotten into the half court, the Blackhawks, that is, the Generals' defense, normally when you break a press, you end up with some open layups. But that's not really been happening so much. The Generals are able to recover and really keep that pressure on even in the half court. There's no easy lunch against this team.
No, I think they've had 1 or 2 open shots close to the basket all game. And the Generals are just so quick defensively, and they commit to it. And that's a lot of it, too. The Blackhawks have to move the ball quickly. It's the only way you combat a defense like that. Move the ball quickly. When they were getting open shots, it was paying off for them. Generals aren't going anywhere. The Blackhawks have to reevaluate.
We'll see if what would you try to do? What would your plan of attack be if you're the Blackhawks in the second half?
Run, move without the ball. If you're in the half-court offense, move, run, do something. Get yourself open. Pass quickly. As much as a defense can follow and hound you, when that ball's snapping from one spot to another, it's harder to recover. And they're going to get open looks if they do that. Defensively, the only thing I would do different, I like the way they're switching. I like the way they're playing out on the perimeter. I would have one person back just to block out.
Was that Daniels?
Daniels, Reddick, when he's in the game, would probably be the 2 best candidates. They have the most size.
All right, we'll see how it plays out. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half after this here on PBA TV.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chris with Rainwater Entertainment and Marketing LLC, and I got a special person right here with me. Could you tell everybody what's your name, with the organization that you represent, and what's your role with the team?
My name is Angela Culliver, and I represent the Columbus Blackhawks out of Columbus, Georgia. I am the owner as well as the head coach of the team.
Awesome, that is phenomenal. As the owner, tell us a little bit about the vision that was stirred up in you and seeing it come to fruition, and then not only that, but to make it here in Louisville, Texas today.
Wow. This has been an awesome journey. The biggest thing for us was when we started, we made sure that we had a purpose. Our purpose was to get to the bubble. So we're here. The PBA is a great league. It is about the players. And when I put this team together, my biggest thing was to get them to understand that it's more than just basketball. We're about community, mentoring the youth, and showing them that there's something beyond. When you get out of school, there's still a dream that's alive, that lives within you. And so our purpose was to show them that with perseverance, community, teamwork, and togetherness and family, that we could do anything possible. Anything was possible for us.
Wow, man, that is phenomenal. That's a solid foundation right there. Tell me your impressions of Mr. Chris Terrell, the commissioner of this league, and how he's been a factor in your life and for this team.
Chris Terrell is awesome. He had a great vision. And, you know, in life it's hard when people say they're going to do something. A lot of times you don't see them do it. When I tell you that man is a man of his word, he had a vision, and he got people to come aboard and believe in that vision. But the vision was so phenomenal, you almost wouldn't think it would happen. But to watch it day by day happen, watch the ironing out the kinks, but he never ever swayed from what his word was. Everything he said he would do, he did it, and he did more.
And let me ask you this, as a woman in the men's league, yada yada, what do you need to do as a woman to be a leader in an environment such as this?
I think a lot of people fail to realize that women are powerful, not only because we are women, but because we're nurturers by nature. A lot of times you'll be surprised that a lot of times these grown individuals, men, just want to see somebody who cares. And so by being a woman, I not only knew the game of basketball, I understood what it was to be hungry and to want something, to come from adversity, to have people tell you you couldn't do something, and then have the drive to show them that you could. So having those things, as people think they're a disadvantage, but they're actually an advantage at this, because we're nurturers by nature. And so these guys just want people that care about them, understand their hardships and their dreams, and then to help them make them happen.
Man, that is a phenomenal answer. I see why your team is here, because of the qualities and the owner. You know what I'm saying? And the blessings come from up all the way down to the bottom. Your team is, tell everybody who you're playing, what's going on right now. Tell them the score. They can hear it in the background. Tell everybody how your team is faring and what they need to do for the rest of the second half.
Currently down by 13 in the beginning of the third quarter, but that's okay for us. We're good. We're a second half team anyways. So we play through adversity. When our back is against the wall, we come out fighting. So right now all they need to do is just calm down. They need to play their game, apply pressure, and just play as teamwork. As long as we do that and communicate and keep applying pressure, we'll be okay.
And last thing here, do you want to give any last shout outs to friends, family, teammates, and also how can they reach information about you and your organization?
Well, I'd like to shout out my assistant coach, Tasha Mahone. She's awesome. She's amazing. She is my backbone. Our point guard, Cortez Chaney, he's a floor general. He sees the floor so well, but he believes in each one of his teammates. And I think the biggest thing when you have your point guard and your captain, they have to believe in their other teammates. So it doesn't keep all the pressure on him. We just like to thank the city of Columbus, our fans, the family that travels with us. We have great support, and that's what makes it happen. So we just appreciate our community, and we appreciate everybody that believed in us.
Thank you so much. We're so glad that you all are here. You arrived safe. Blessings and travel on the way back, and good luck for the rest of the second half. This has been Chris with Rainwater Entertainment and Marketing LLC. Thank you.
numbers, baby. Getting buckets, boy. What we do. Stay quick playing.
Alrighty, we're back here. Second half. Gary Aid, Rich Anselmo. PBA semifinals. 50-41. Blackhawks try to get it in. Have it stolen away. Generals pick up where they left off. Rough pass, good control, nice recovery, and a basket for the Generals.
It was nice. It was a good look.
Point game.
That, good things happen when you're decisive.
Near steal. 3 is up. No good. Rebounded by the Generals. Top of the circle 3. Is good. Largest lead of the night for New York. Blackhawks have not come out strong in the second half. Nice entry pass down low for Daniels. Tries to go reverse and does. Nice play from the big man.
They needed that. That's the first time, I think maybe the second time Davis Fabulous been down there all game.
.643. 3 is good.
Great shot by Ward.
And looks like we have a whistle. Sound like a timeout type of whistle. What have you noticed these first minute and a half or so, Rich, of this second half?
The Generals are still doing Generals things. They're all over the ball. The Blackhawks just have to keep looking for people, and people need to keep moving. Right now, it's same old. It's a 16-point lead.
Just a dominant performance from them. They've just played great the whole time. The Blackhawks haven't played bad. This is an example, Rich, where I feel that a lot of times teams will say they played bad, this or that. I feel like this is an example of a defense just dictating a game.
Yes. And the fact that they haven't really tried something different doesn't help. Because the Generals know they can just lay back and play this game. And the Blackhawks have the talent to do something different.
Let's see if they do. Daniel sets a high screen. 3 is up. No good. Offensive rebound. Kick out. Good ball movement. Shot is good. And I'll tell you what, that wasn't an easy shot.
No, it was not. Great hustle by Cheney to get the offensive board.
Back to 13. Layup, the running shot is no good in the lane.
White's a tough cover.
Yeah.
He's quick with the ball.
First free throw is no good.
And Ward's had a really good game. He had an excellent first half.
60-46. 2 minutes gone by in third.
A lot of stationary.
Called it, Rich. Not a lot going on. And no different results. Here come the Generals with a 14-point lead, looking to add to it. 3 wide open, but a bit long, but it's good. Nice shot from the Generals, and it's the largest lead of the night, 17 points. Looks like we got a whistle on the floor.
Again, they're just throwing defense at them constantly. And if you're an offensive player like so many of these Columbus players, that has to be frustrating.
Oh, without a doubt. This is not a vibe you're used to feeling.
Foul on Fernandez. White's a tough cover for Fernandez. I mean, he'll battle him, but that's... Well, he's a tough cover for anyone.
Oh, no question about it. Blackhawks get it in, 63-46. Into the lane, and good defense from the Generals, and a fortuitous bounce ends up with an easy basket for the Blackhawks, who needed it. They're down 15. Generals back in their half-court offense, swinging around, attacking into the lane, gets a nice roll, good play.
That's how you move the ball on offense.
They move into the lane, blocked from behind, but recovered by the Generals.
Great pass, great block.
Whistle. See what? Quick substitution timeout.
I'm still trying to figure out why the clock stopped.
Could have been part of their whistle as well. Either way, the Generals back in control. Nice hedge, good double team, good pass on the side. Nice play. I'll tell you what, Generals are tough, man. They just dissect. They don't panic. They just run their stuff.
They do. They do, and it works.
Your steal stays with the Blackhawks.
It was an excellent finish by De Leon, too, and a great pass. And what you said is absolutely right. There's no panic at all.
Shot is good. Nice little short jumper from the Blackhawks, and it's back to 17. Long way to go still. Halfway through this third quarter. Good double team executed by the Blackhawks. Great job getting it out of there. Gain possession in the face of a lot of pressure. Shot clock is winding down. Going to the basket, attacking, give and go. Nice finish. What a beautiful back cut.
Great pass, great cut, great finish. They're sharper offensively than they were in the first half.
950. Nice pass down low for Daniels, who airballs a gimme. And that's a tough miss for the Blackhawks.
White's got to be thinking he should have taken that one himself. Although the pass was the right thing to do.
It was, and there's good follow there off of the air ball by the Generals. They get their own miss and put it in. So it's to 21. Now make it 19 after the basket.
Even though it was a good move, a nice drive and a good basket, it wasn't easy.
Blocked by
Good
Daniels.
block.
From the Blackhawks the other way. Can they get some momentum here? Like a carry. Or perhaps not. Nope, not a carry. Call a foul against the Generals. Have both teams head to their bench.
Take a quick timeout. That was on Stevens.
71-52.
19-point lead. That's how quickly this can escalate.
See what happens here in the remainder of this third quarter. I mean, these are important minutes, you would think, Rich, for the Blackhawks.
Extremely. You want to get this as close to single digits as possible before the quarter is over. And you also might have to think about, if they are comfortable with it, why not pressing a little harder?
No, I mean, look, you have to do something. And the thing that I've noticed, too, that's been so challenging, like we were talking about before for the Blackhawks, is even when you get into the half court, it's like you're facing a press the entire game. I mean, these generals are attached to your jersey. So you really have to be strong with the ball, but also you have to find a matchup, physically find a matchup and exploit it. And like we said early in the game, Rich, these teams are fairly even. The one differentiator is the size and length of Anthony Daniels. If you're the Blackhawks, you have to get him the ball in a position where he can be effective, but he has to be stronger with the ball. As we see the first free throw get made, looks like a technical, so it's just one side out of bounds. But, I mean, he's got to be stronger with the ball because, I mean, he has the advantage, but, you know, he's turned it over a number of times trying to make plays.
And he's airballed a couple, too. From in close. You just can't do that.
What a move. Great finish. So right back to the foul line. He gets 2 free throws anyway.
Miles has been kind of quiet tonight. That's needed from him.
71-53. Miles trying to light things up for his Blackhawks, who trail big. So that's a 4-0 personal run for Miles. And it's back to 15. Screen, top of the circle. Running into the lane. Pull up. Oh, what a shot. I think they're going to wave it off. But, man, what a shot by Brandon.
They are waving it off, but it was nice.
That is the most difficult shot in basketball, is a pull-up contested mid-range shot.
It is.
Quick shot from the Blackhawks, no good. Good strong rebound, good box out. Team rebounding by the Generals. Here they go, 2-on-1. Coming the other way, into the lane, finishing it off the glass. Nice play.
It's De Leon.
Now the
Again,
Blackhawks,
being in the right place, having the hands to catch the pass, and finishing.
well, went on the bounds off the Generals. Blackhawks down 17.
Cheney needs to do something here.
3 is up and good. And just like that, they're making a little bit of a push here. They're on a nice run. A long way to go. Kick out is good, and that was one of the easier possessions the Generals have had in the half court.
It was.
Cheney tried to make something happen there. As you said, Rich couldn't do it. Generals nearly turned it over. They were able to reset that. 75-59. Jenkins tried to make something happen. Looks like we have a whistle from the far side. They have a technical free throw.
Someone said something. I didn't hear it, but someone said something.
Hey, you know what? I've been known to say something or twice, once or twice.
Oh, I've had those moments.
Whistle on the immediate inbound.
And the Blackhawks are getting in some foul trouble here, too.
That was a good entry pass. Great double team right out of the gate. That was a tough spot to catch the ball. Really couldn't do much with it.
Was an excellent double team, but a foul on Moody.
.659.
No, it's a jump ball.
Yep. Jump ball is taken by the Blackhawks, so it's now Blackhawk possession, down 17. On the block. Spin. Hook shot, no good. Taken by the Generals. They're off to the races. It's one-on-one. Into the lane. Brandon tries to finish and does. What a finish from Brandon.
Nice finish. Notice the Generals don't give up a lot of offensive rebounds, so they haven't today.
Good off the screen pull-up. No good. Rebounded by the Blackhawks. Just as you say there, Rich. No offensive rebounds. What happens? Offensive rebound. You know, that's how it goes. Nice move down on the block. Can't get it to go there. Here we go. Back the other way. Generals, Euro step into the lane. Jenkins to the basket. Count it. Nice play.
Now it's a 21-point game. And I don't know if 10 by the third quarter is going to happen. It would take a miracle.
At 21 points down, it's obviously a tough spot to be in if you're the Blackhawks against an elite team. I mean, any team at this stage of the season, playing at this stage of the season, is going to be elite.
And we've seen Columbus before. We know they can make runs. White makes the first.
Yeah, you just wonder, though, they can make runs, but this is, you need to beat a great Generals team by 21 points over the next 11 minutes and 48 seconds.
Right. Oh, I never said it would be easy.
80 to 60.
But I know they have to have a run in there.
Yeah, you've yet to see one yet, so yeah, you would think they'd at least cut this down a little bit. They do make it 19 there, under 20. Minute 45 to go in the third, getting to the lane, finishing off the window again. The Generals, and Curtis Jenkins has really come alive this third quarter.
He has had an excellent quarter.
Daniels misses a three. It's rebounded on the weak side by Jared. The front court, Brandon. Near side corner, nice ball fake. Jenkins goes up and under, nearly makes it again, and he'll head to the line.
The foul was before the shot, but you would think they're in the bonus.
Got about a little more than about 80 seconds to go here. Minute 20. 82-61. Jenkins.
They adjusted to a minute 18.
Curtis misses a free throw.
Wow.
.22 advantage, largest of the night for the Generals. They'll inbound.
And they get the ball.
Yep. And in one-on-one, it's a screen. It'll be a moving screen, an illegal screen by the Generals.
Yes, it was.
Something looks too fluid, it's because it's a moving screen. away from the ball contact. I think it's going to go against the Generals. Like it was Daniels was hit from behind. Called on Justin.
Little bit of infighting down there in the post. They were leaning on each other.
A little bit of, like you said, a little bit back and forth. Pushing and shoving. Never a bad thing.
Nope, but now the Generals are over the limit.
3-62. Daniels makes both free throws, so it's now a 20-point game. A minute to go here in the third. Shot is up. No good, a little short. Off the back of the iron. Here come the Generals on defense. Blackhawks on offense, attacking the basket. No good. Daniels on an offensive rebound, puts it up and in. That's what we were talking about before, Rich.
That's what he needs.
Justin goes to the basket, kicks it out. Ball is out of bounds, last touched by the Generals.
That's the stop the Blackhawks needed.
Daniels again. It's like we might know what we're talking about.
I think so. Notice he's much better going into the basket than fading away.
And there we go, a steal by the
Oh,
Blackhawks.
good.
4-on-1.
Quick hands by Miles.
Wide open three is good. And the Blackhawks with a little run here as Mendenhall cashes in the wing triple. 4 seconds to go. It's down to 13. So not quite 10, but far better than 22.
Right. Well, I said it would take a miracle. Do they have a 7-second miracle in them?
See. Well, I don't think the Generals would be given that opportunity, and then a reaching call, an obvious reach by the Blackhawks. Not the penalty, so the Generals were inbound. In, fires up a three, no good, and that will do it for the third quarter. 1 quarter to go. Blackhawks down 13, trying to extend their season and reach the inaugural PBA Finals. Can they do it? It's going to be tough. They got a great Generals team in front of them, up by 13. We'll see how it plays out in the fourth quarter here on PBA TV. Alrighty, we're back. Gary A, the Rich Anselmo, getting set for quarter number 4. Generals and Blackhawks. And this has been all Generals, Rich, except for the last maybe 75 seconds. And in that span, the Blackhawks have shaved about 8 points off this lead, 8 or 9 points. So in a relatively short amount of time, they made a good push. And it just goes to show you, when it comes to basketball, no lead is safe.
Right, and they're not out of the woods yet. They need to show that same intensity they did in the last 2 minutes. They were working on both ends. They were getting the ball down low. They were making shots. It's that perfect storm, and you have to find a way to keep it going.
Yes. See if they're able to do it. 83-70 is the score. Self and Paul McKeskey will have the call of the other semifinal game between the Firm and the Desert Cats.
That should be a good game.
Generals will inbound to start the quarter.
You guys do that. I'm going to be sitting out having some popcorn.
There we go. Ball is tipped out of bounds. Generals on defense trying to hold on to this lead. Got about 10 minutes to go to get to the PBA Finals. 3 is up and good by Cheney. And now just like that, Rich, it's a 10-point game.
And they needed something from Cheney.
Let's see
He
the,
can come out and do anything in the fourth quarter. It'll help.
you can see the confidence with Cheney
Oh,
and the
Brandon.
Blackhawks growing a little bit at a time, but Brandon with an absolute dagger. That could always hurt. Tipped out of bounds. Nope. Saved and taken by the Generals. That General defense coming through when they need it.
It's those active hands.
And we have a whistle. Looks like in the backcourt, it's going to be a turnover.
That's backcourt violation. Nice. Good hustle by Cheney. He didn't let him cross half court.
The Generals, a 13-point lead after the Brandon three-pointer. Blackhawks back on offense after the turnover. 3 is up and good. What a shot. Oh, baby. It's a 10-point game again.
Daryl White. Was he out of bounds?
Looks like they're calling it that because, yeah, they didn't give him the points. That was a tough shot. Oh, man.
I didn't think he was that far, but wow.
Almost poked away from behind. Now a 3 is up. Well long. Rebound after being tipped by the Generals is taken by the Blackhawks. 3 is up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Good instincts. Cross-court pass, near side. Ball fake. Good recovery defensively by the Generals. Little dance move, dribble drive into the lane, drives down the baseline, throws up the layup. No good. And we have a foul.
Shout out my people, Columbus, Georgia, the I see y'all.
86 to 73.
PBA championship. Once again, shout out my people from New York.
That was good. And another one's good.
Cuts it to 11.
6:75. 8 minutes, 24 seconds to go.
Top of the key. Let's see what your awards like.
3 is up. And good. What a shot.
That was nice.
89-75. Trying to answer. No. Rebound by the Generals. That 14-point lead back reestablished. Trying to keep it that way. And a near turnover. They're going to call, looks like, illegal use of the hands, perhaps, on the Blackhawks.
Oh, I thought Cheney made a nice defensive play.
$9.75. Drive into the lane. We have a whistle. Looks like it's going to go against the Blackhawks. They'll say in the motion, so I'll send Isaiah Ward to the line.
Ward's been kind of quiet this half.
Free throw. Again. Offensive rebound. Oh, those are crushers for the Blackhawks. You just can't have that right now.
That has to be at least their 8th or 9th offensive rebound today, at least.
And off a free throw, too, makes it even worse.
Yes.
$89.75. Three-pointer is up. Short. Ball tipped and goes right to the Generals. And again, that's about the 9th or 10th offensive rebound. This time Ward cashes in. Barring a big comeback down the last 7 minutes and change of this one, Rich, the Blackhawks, who missed that shot, and now a foul against Columbus will send it the other way. Barring a late comeback, they're going to watch this game tape and realize offensive rebounds were the death of them in this game.
Yes. And offensive execution. Those two things really killed them.
Shot.
Nice
What
move.
a play.
Nice move by Stevens.
Man, what a shot, Randy
man.
Stevens.
He left that defender flat-footed. That was amazing.
93-75. Three is up. No good. Goes over the backboard. Out of bounds.
And again, there's 3 red shirts under the basket.
$93.75.
Fernandez checks back in for the Generals. That was almost a carry.
It really was. Nice entry pass down low. An easy finish again.
And we're back up to 20.
Yep. Long three is no good. Generals with a 20-point advantage and the ball, looking for more, going into the lane, taking it to the hoop. Nice give and go. Nice trailer. What a play. And again, it's Randy Stevens.
They have contributions from so many people.
It's been an absolute team affair. Great performance so far.
A 22-point lead, and the Blackhawks call time. I keep saying you have to do something now, but when is now too late?
Yeah, it's 22, 5:46. We saw them, Blackhawks that is, close a 22-point gap down to about 10 in the span of maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So, I mean, in theory, if you get that production for a few more minutes, that you could still do it, but you know, it's really asking a lot. That, as you said, Rich, at what point is now too late?
Well, you're not going to get any cooperation from the Generals.
Yes, you're gonna have to go and take it.
They have not eased up on their approach at all.
No, they've really, if you think about it, other than that 90 seconds, they've completely dominated this team.
They have, but the hardest part's finishing it.
You gotta close it out. There's no doubt about it.
Because believe me, sometimes players look at the scoreboard and it's human nature. Oh, we're up by this much. It's all right. Sipless back in the game for Columbus.
Nice entry pass to Daniels, who mishandles the pass. And again, one of those plays that we've talked about, Rich, where they need more from Anthony Daniels, and he just continues to make mistakes here throughout the game. He's had some nice plays, but a couple of mistakes for Daniels, and it's cost them.
A low pass is always tough for a big man. He should have had it.
That was also the right placement of that particular pass, given the court configuration at the time.
Yes.
Nice runner in the lane. No good. Foul is called. It was forthcoming. Columbus down 22, 5:25 to go. No good. First free throw is off the mark by White.
That's 2 tonight. That's rare.
Second one is good. Rattles around and in. Whistle. Looks like it's going to be free throws for Stevens. Misses again. Now, for a game that's been as physical and as intense as it's been, Rich, there have not been a ton of free throws in this game by either team.
No, there hasn't. And I think it's a that could be a lane violation. And I think it's attributed to the fact that both teams play good, solid defense.
They do. And, you look at the 97 points with 5 minutes and change to go that the Generals have amassed. That puts them on pace for maybe 120-ish. As a nice move into the lane by Chaney. I think that's going to count. Get a free throw. You look at that point total, Rich, and you think to yourself, man, this could probably be like maybe a 5 or 6 point game. Maybe the Generals would have about 85, 86, something like that, if they didn't get all those offensive rebounds. I mean, really, the fact that they're in the high 90s is attributed really almost exclusively to second chance points.
It is. It is. They have, at least 7 or 8 second chance baskets. They've gotten other offensive rebounds. One on a missed free throw. That's egregious.
Yeah, that always hurts a little bit when that happens. Good defense from the Blackhawks, forcing the ball out of the hands of Derek. Now into the lane, and call here. I guess can be Blackhawk basketball. Turnover by the Generals, and here we go back into the front court. Columbus tries a three, way off.
Oh,
Long miss is taken by the Generals, goes the other way, easy lay-in, and now
Blackhawks did not get back.
Nope, back to 20 after the basket from Ward. Good entry pass down low. Daniels, good strong move, keeps possession of the ball and finishes. Off the knee, or ankle, and out of bounds. Generals, so an unforced error there, maybe the first one of the game.
That's 2 times down they've had errors. And this is not the time to start to get sloppy, especially when you got someone hitting threes. It's a nice shot by Mendenhall.
Sure is, and it's now back to 14 points. So what just a minute and a half ago was 22, again is 14. So a similar run to the one we saw at the end of the third, but then it was followed then by a similar run for the Generals. So the Blackhawks can't allow any more runs. They have to win conclusively the last 4 minutes and change to win this game.
Yes. The difference in this run than the first one is the Generals were self-inflicting their wounds this time. He had 3 turnovers in the last 4 possessions. It's very uncharacteristic. And in a lead like this, when you know you can rely on your defense, ball security is so important.
Absolutely. Generals are up by 14. And a sloppy play leads to a turnover.
4 turnovers in 5 possessions. Again, you gotta take care of the ball.
Under 4 minutes. A steal by the Generals. And a good wrap-up forces the free throws. Hey, the one thing, you'd like about the way the game has progressed through the years, Rich, is you don't have a lot of the same animosity and dislike that you used to have across all levels of basketball. And I know there's a lot of old school fans that may resent or dislike that, but the fact of the matter is you get really competitive basketball, a lot of will to win, but without all the nasty. I mean, it's better for the sport.
It is. It is. Well, and one of the big reasons for, is that one of the big things that comes out of that is you don't see the fights anymore that you used to see.
That's right. Because guys don't personally dislike each other. They're competitive as all hell, which is good.
Right.
You want that. There's a couple of misses from Stevens. I'll tell you what. We were talking a few minutes ago about the fact that there's been very few free throws in this game. It's probably a good thing for the Generals. They've missed a lot of them as a 3. Nope, it's going to be a 2 by Cheney.
12-point game.
Generals have left a lot of points on the table with free throws. Missed about 6 today, by my count.
Combine that in this quarter with the turnovers.
Yeah, they're keeping the door a little open for the Blackhawks. Good finish, though, there. Nice shot by Isaiah Ward from that little 14-foot area. Now
And
Daniels.
that helps.
Yep, Daniels. Nice elbow jumper. Getting across the timeline, losing the ball, though. Goes out of bounds. Just another unforced turnover by White. 12-point game, 3 minutes
And
just under the go.
And it's down to 12, so this is not done yet.
Not over yet.
Again, I'll keep harping on it. Ball security.
He is up. No good. Rebounded by the Generals.
They might have taken that a little too quickly. It's not desperation time.
Brandon crossover dribble into the lane. Good strong move to the right.
What a
Can't get it
move.
to go. And it goes out of bounds. I'm going to say last touch by the Generals. I thought that was out on Daniels, Rich.
I think was an over the... He reached over him to
Got a
try
hand
to
on it,
deflect
perhaps?
the ball.
All right, well, either way, it's the Blackhawk basketball. They'll try a 3. No good. Long rebound chased down by the Generals. Up ahead. Breakaway layup. Up and good. Brandon on the finish.
Nice pass by Mendenhall. Fernandez.
Back to 14. Another 3 is up. This one is good. Down to 10. Excuse me, 11. I promise I can do 4 minus 3, usually. Brandon, nice pass. Touch pass down low. Good passing by the Generals. And they'll walk it back out. Good defense from the Blackhawks. Under 2 to go. Dribble into the lane. Nice little handoff. Good play. Strong finish. Count it. And 1. And you know what, Rich? That might about do it.
I think that does. They gave up. They just gave up something too easily. Granted, the passing was very good, but they also had a hand on the ball and didn't get it. And it doesn't help when you give someone new life, it's a killer. White makes the free throw. 14-point game.
Shot is up. No good. Under 2 to go.
Cheney just has not had it today.
Wow, what a dunk on the breakaway. And now a bad pass goes out of bounds. And you can start feeling it. If you're the Generals, you are 93 seconds away from the PBA Finals.
And there are 2 good teams waiting on the other end of this. They're going to play one of them.
Yep, no doubt about it. I'll tell you what, we've seen more offensively skilled teams in the PBA throughout the year, Rich. But I don't think we've seen as a nice shot there on the turnaround baseline. I don't think we've seen a more together team, particularly defensively as the Generals. I think it's very fair to say, as Daniels converts, they are easily the best defensive team we've seen.
I think so. And I think the thing that separates them from Columbus as a defensive team, because Columbus plays good defense, is the fact that the Generals don't give up a lot of offensive boards.
Very true. In fact, they get a lot of them.
Yes.
Which was a topic and trend in tonight's game. And now we're under a minute. Generals just counting down the clock here. Whistle on the floor. Eye roll. Oh, come on, man.
Fernandez is like, don't stop the clock.
Don't do it.
Whatever you do.
40 seconds to go. 3 is up. It's good. 10 to 97. Blackhawks still pressuring. This game is over. And we just got to wind out these last 30 or so seconds. And a nice reverse by the Generals. 112-97. Under 20 to go. Blackhawks with the ball. Daniels tries a 3. No good. Rebounded by the Generals. They got to get across midcourt, and that should about do it. Dribbling into the lane, and a dunk to finish it off by Jenkins. 114-97. That will be your final. And zeros on the clock. Let's see if they count this shot. It's no good. Out of bounds, and that should do it. 114-97. Generals with the win, although they're still with zeros on the clock, inbounding the ball here.
The scoreboard clock has 10 seconds.
10 seconds to go. Okay, so I'll dribble out the last 10. And there you have it. So 114-97 is the final. Generals over the Blackhawks. Back to talk about it with the postgame show after this. Generals going to the PBA Finals on PBA TV. Welcome back into PBA TV. Gary Aid, Rich Anselmo. Final score 114-97. Generals over the Blackhawks. They advance to the PBA Finals. They'll take on the winner of the Firm and the Desert Cats, which is coming up a little bit later on with myself and Paul McKeskey. Rich, this was a game, really a couple of runs here and there like any team has, but really this game was dominated more or less start to finish by the Generals.
It's a great defense, and they played 40 minutes of it. This was the kind of game where it's really tough to look at a team and say, okay, who really was a difference maker? They all were. Ward had a great game. De Leon had a really strong game. Jarrett made nice plays. Fernandez ran the team really well. Tyree White was good. Stevens was all over the place. Except for missing free throws, he was excellent. Curtis Jenkins. It was a true team effort by a very, very strong team.
No doubt about it. Without question. And when you look at this, Rich, just all over the place, they really just played together. The cohesion on both sides of the ball is something that would make any coach gush.
Oh, absolutely. The way they move the ball on the offensive end, it's the main reason why they get so many easy shots.
Yeah, when you get
Just
to
a great all-around effort.
no question. And when you get to the end of a season like this, obviously everyone's really good. The Blackhawks, no different. When they played they had some mistakes, but I don't think they made that many mistakes as much as the Generals forced them into things. I think the Generals won this game. I don't think the Blackhawks lost it.
I agree. White played another excellent game.
Yep.
And Darrell White is just one of the best offensive players in the league. He still had 24, 25 points. Despite the pressure that was on him, the fact he wasn't getting a lot of help from Cheney, and Daniels didn't really do them any favors down low.
Yeah, it's been one of the game. When you try to single this out for a player or two of the game, it's hard to do. But if I was going to do it, I would say Curtis Jenkins really put this game away for the Generals in that third quarter. He was huge. And then you mentioned DeLeon. Randy Stevens had some moments. But I would go ahead and say that the two guys that stood out to me the most in this game were Curtis Jenkins and Brandon. Those guys really, offensively speaking, were there for this team throughout the game.
Yes. And if you're going to give out a hustle award, Stevens has to get it.
No doubt about it. Well, that does it for us. Good stuff today from the Generals and the Blackhawks. Generals on top, 114-97. They will play in the PBA Finals, awaiting the matchup. Whether it's the Firm or the Desert Cats, we'll find that out momentarily. And for Rich Anselmo and our entire crew, I'm Gary Ade saying so long. We will see you again next time on PBA TV.
This presentation of the Pro Basketball Association is presented by our sponsors. Benita's International Academy. Reach higher, no limits. With Benita's International Academy. Wilson Sporting Goods, the official basketball of the PBA. And Grip Spritz. Court traction is important. No licking, just sticking. With Grip Spritz.